Yo, what up, everybody? As soon as the show started, I got like a thing in my eye, and I'm gonna blink like I have something wrong with me. But this is John Escudero, and I'm here with your boy, Mac. Say what's up to everybody, Mac.
What's going on, guys?
We're here to cover WWE Smackdown, a pretty awesome WWE Smackdown from my hometown, where I am no longer located, unfortunately. Or otherwise, I might have fucking been in the building because that thing was sold out, brother. Sold out. 18,000 people in the arena for this electric episode of WWE Smackdown with a sick ass big angle ending, a very massive plot moment in the Bloodline story. Solo Sikoa takes out Paul Heyman. No longer in the Bloodline, no longer the wise man. That's massive. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? You could drop some comments and we'll say what's up. We'll be I'll try to react more. Someone told me I don't react to the comments enough. Are we ready for CMLL tonight? Absolutely. Actually, Jesus, send me that link. We can catch up after this stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the closing segment, we'll get into that right off the back, man. Rest in peace, man, to the wise man. Holy shit. That was brutal. That was awesome, though. Very big angle. Solo, basically, to recap what happened, Solo Sikoa came out for the acknowledgement ceremony. We weren't really told what it was going to be, but it basically means that the Bloodline was here to acknowledge him. They teased all night that Jacob wasn't here, and then they removed him from the graphic. But then Solo was like, "Here comes my enforcer, Jacob Fatu." And I was like, "What the fuck was the point of that?" So
to play his music.
I get it was good music though.
Yeah, it was.
It was great music actually. Good job, Def Rebel, who I thought was a group, and it turns out it's a guy. Anyway, Solo Sikoa comes out. Jacob Fatu comes out, fucking aura, straight aura, like a superstar. I was like, this guy, we're in for some shit. I didn't even think he was going to acknowledge Solo. Actually, so Jacob Fatu acknowledging Solo Sikoa the way he did works a little bit in favor of what they're trying to do with Solo here. And I know if you're a big fan of Jacob Fatu, seeing him subservient to like Solo Sikoa is gonna be like, ew, like I don't want to see that. But consider the way this is supposed to work in the story they're trying to tell, right? Why would you want to disrupt the story you've been trying to tell all this time? This works very well to have Jacob Fatu straight up acknowledge Solo Sikoa as his tribal chief, along with everybody else. I feel like it's a lot easier to see Tama and Tangaloa acknowledging Solo, but just seeing Jacob do it was like, okay, this worked. This kind of works. Look at this bloodline here that he's built for himself. I actually really like this. Not that he's taking out Paul Heyman. He's entirely he's like a rabid pit bull. You know, he's loose, he's off the leash completely, and it sets up for a massive return. The Roman Reigns, when that Roman music hits, holy shit.
Yeah.
But what did you think of this segment in particular, Mac? And you guys who are watching, feel free to comment on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever we're streaming. We're streaming a lot of places. Please talk to us. But Mac,
I thought that I kind of felt like when they said that the acknowledgement ceremony was coming, that Heyman's eventual excommunication from the group was happening. He's been a Roman guy through and through. I mean, look, he's been the MVP throughout this whole entire thing. Did you see the way that he looked tonight? Like his hair was graying again. He hadn't shaved. Yeah, his eyes looked like he had been crying for like a year and a half straight. You know,
he's great with doing those things that you should do at home that the company doesn't ask you to do. That wrestlers should. Like he's setting an excellent example. I really hope wrestlers take this into account when they go home and they're like, okay, I'm off. It's like, yeah, you're off, right? But you know,
maybe you got to do some things to push the storyline ahead of yourself, you know.
Like Sandman, right? He stood home for a month when people thought he was blind. Legendary guy.
Yeah, absolutely. But I thought it was. I thought the ending segment was I thought that with Jacob acknowledging Solo, and then Solo orchestrating the attack on Heyman. He feels a little bit more in charge now. He feels a little bit more important. The bloodline doesn't feel like this like structuralized like group. It doesn't feel like it did when Roman was there, and I think that's what they're trying to get across, that it's more of a wild card thing and not what Roman had built. This is what Solo put together in a hurry in the absence of Roman, and now there's literally no one to hold them back. I mean, Paul was kind of like, not holding them back, but Paul was kind of the one that was trying to get structure in the bloodline, the kind of structure that Roman built, and now without him, they're going to be running roughshod over everybody.
I actually really want to see them. I really want to see them do damage. Like I want to see. I might want to see them beat Randy, Cody, and Kevin at Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
I don't think they should lose at all.
They don't need it. Randy and Cody and Kevin, they don't need to win. They're Teflon. They could take the loss. Like Kevin could take a pin, and it wouldn't even hurt him. I mean, Randy, look at what Randy took a pin from Carmelo Hayes last week. He came out tonight. He's still as big as a star as he was when he walked out at Survivor Series.
Yeah, 100%. These guys are bulletproof, especially Cody. I mean, as long as Cody isn't pinned, you know. Oh, yeah. Man, we're going to talk about that right now, actually, because Jesus brought up a good point. The crowd was great, but holy shit, the censorship tonight. Wow. Fox is laying it in thick. Like, it wasn't like this before. I feel like they're kind of like, because WWE's leaving, they're like, yeah, get out of here. Treat them like, you know.
They were censoring middle fingers.
They were blacking out the screen for middle fingers. That's insane. Yeah. That's horrifying. People were like, they can't wait for Netflix. I'm like, SmackDown's not going to Netflix.
The camera was cutting to people. Because I was watching on a stream, and I was also kind of watching on Fox when they started muting it. I was watching on a stream, and they weren't muting it on the stream. They were actively going to people, going like this to Logan Paul. It's like, maybe you should give the cameramen a little direction. Hey, don't go to the guy that's going like this or like this to Logan Paul, you know.
Nick brings up a good point too. Fox is the one who originally requested some more mature content from WWE. Yeah. They're like muting middle fingers off the fucking screen. That's horrible. That's fucked up. Kind of fucks the experience, but thankfully it didn't affect this final closing segment here very much. But did you have any thoughts about this bloodline thing going forward?
This makes me a little bit more interested in it. Like, I think we all know it's coming. It's a bloodline civil war. You know, I remember when Triple H was talking at WrestleMania at the press conference, and he said, you know, this Roman Reigns chapter might be over, but you guys are going to be blown away by what comes next. Because you know what they say, the hotter the heel, the harder the babyface, you know? So Roman was getting "We Want Roman" chants back literally 2 weeks after Solo took over the bloodline. So, you know, it's just a testament to how good Roman Reigns' character was, because people are like, oh, he sucks. He only works once every like 2 months. And it's like, yeah, but he was a dog when he went out there. You know? People say what
they say, but I mean, it was the right thing. If it was wrong, it wouldn't have been done. It wouldn't have been done the way it was. I wanted to say, like, another thing Nick mentioned, which, by the way, great having Nick in the comments. We love you, Nick. We'll see you next week or the week after. We'll miss you this week, though. He'll be out on assignment at Anime Midwest. Lucky motherfucker. We're past the 5-minute mark. We can curse now. Anyway, yeah. My thing is that, like Nick said, Jacob Fatu opens the door for the bloodline to actually be a threat. And like I mentioned earlier, him being subservient to Solo Sikoa, now it's like Solo can actually sick the dogs. Like, fucking get him, bro. Get him. Get him. This is awesome. I really want to see. I just want to see. I would prefer if they did it on both shows, but I guess, you know, it's fine. I just want to see them destroy shit. Yeah, I'm down. I love this. So
now Roman wasn't drafted, was he?
No, he was a free agent, but I don't think, because he's got to deal with this Paul Heyman thing. But we're still talking. We're not really moving too far from them as we cut back to the beginning of SmackDown tonight, where the the Bloodline was gonna open the show without Jacob, like we mentioned, like they were like teasing that Jacob wasn't there for some reason. I was like, what the fuck is that about? And then he just shows up. There was like no reason. There was no rhyme or reason for them.
Yeah.
Dude, I guess he was
Well,
just
maybe.
with
Well,
Paul.
maybe. Well, you know what the thing was is that if you looked at Heyman's facials when Jacob was coming out, he looked at Solo like, "Oh, you lied to me. Like Roman never lied to me. You just lied to me." You know. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like that's when he knew that he couldn't trust Solo. So maybe that's when he made the decision in his head, "Oh, fuck this guy," you know.
They bookended tonight's MSG show with two massive moments, two big ass angles. Because, like I said, the Bloodline looked like they were going to come out, but they got jumped by Cody, Randy, and Kevin Owens. And it was a fucking great brawl. Like 10 minutes, they're brawling around the arena. Fucking Kevin Owens does the old Madison Square Garden dive off the barricade through a table on the Tongaloa. It was an incredible moment, honestly. They go to commercial and they cut back, and they're still in the ring. And I was like, this is awesome. This was so out of the formula for WWE. This was so different from the things that they usually do. I really enjoyed the way they opened the show tonight. It's one of those things where it's like you can't get a moment like this to matter unless you have the formula already for people to get tired of. So I kind of like, son of a bitch, you're proving the point. I hate you for it. Anyway, to continue to finish this recap off, Cody and Randy. Oh, actually, to get this moment here, Randy looking at Cody like he wants a piece of him. That's another week of subtle Orton versus Cody storytelling, which really makes me doubt their report of Solo Sikoa versus Cody at SummerSlam. Anyway, Cody and Randy and Kevin basically say we don't want to fucking leave this ring unless we end the Bloodline. Like we want to kill them. I think they wanted them to die, and so Nick Aldis probably rightfully calls the police. He's like, this is getting out of hand, and I joked that he handles things much better than Adam Pearce because Adam Pearce let the fucking Wyatt Six do what they did, and all he did was call security. Nick Aldis called the police when Cody and him wouldn't get out of the fucking ring. I've been begging them to call the police on a damn Wyatt Six. They were making like terrorist threats.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doubting Uncle Dave. Yeah, I mean, shit. I feel like if we do get that Solo versus Randy match, Solo versus Cody at SummerSlam, what the fuck are we doing Randy versus Cody then? Pay-per-view?
Maybe. Well, I don't know. I think every year from now on we're gonna have a War Games. You know, so I don't think it's gonna happen at Survivor Series because you're gonna have your top 5 guys, your top 5 heels, your top 5 faces. You know, in the cage. You know, so If I was them, I mean, I think they're doing the smart thing because I don't think anybody wants to see Cody versus Solo. Like, look at it this way: in the build-up to WrestleMania 39, Cody was the one that ended Solo's undefeated streak for absolutely nothing on SmackDown, like 2 weeks before WrestleMania 39, only for Cody to get pinned at WrestleMania, and then he beats Cena at where did he beat Cena? Oh,
he beat Cena at a Crown Jewel,
and then he went 0-39 after that, and then he takes over the Bloodline and he's 0-39, and now, you know, has he won really any matches? No, they've all been like disqualifications. Yeah, they've all been like disqualifications. So what the fuck does he deserve a title match for? Because he beat Cena a year and a half ago. You know?
He doesn't care about winning matches. He just wants to take it. He doesn't care about climbing the ladder. He doesn't want to do anything they want him to do. He just wants to be Roman Reigns. He wants to just walk up to the champion and take the title from him, but he's not ready yet. That's kind of what the story is going to be here all along. And I guess maybe you do have to pay that off with the loss against Cody, but then that's so soon to do it at SummerSlam. Where the fuck does this go? I guess I don't know.
But what I'm saying is like I told you in the group chat, I was going to go off on this one because there's a lot of things that don't make sense in this. Like the one was the Nick Aldis called the cops on Cody, Randy, and Kevin and Adam Pearce didn't call the cops on the Wyatt Six. Now you have AJ Styles who put on a 5-star match with Cody at Backlash in France. And then he's like, hey, man, I just had a 5-star match with Cody. Like, don't you want to run that back again? And Nick Aldis is like, nah, dog, you had your chance. And now you got Solo, who's like let's say he's like 1-50 since that crown jewel match, just now getting a title shot because of what? Like,
well, he doesn't have one yet, right? That's the thing. We've jumped ahead.
But I'm saying, like, you know, if they do go that way at SummerSlam, like his whole trajectory since beating Cena does not constitute getting a title shot anytime in the immediate future.
But that's the thing; it doesn't matter, right? Because he doesn't care. He as a character, he's like.
But it's up to Nick Aldis ultimately.
So Nick Aldis, probably gonna try to kill Mickie James. Is like the thing. I can't. You know, like I think he's gonna do some evil thing to get a title shot, or maybe Cody will give it to him because he's so angry. He's very angry that he got jumped at Money in the Bank. He's furious though. Like he's unreasonably angry. I was like, geez.
But why is he mad at Solo when Jacob Fatu was the one that broke his fucking ribs?
Solo made him do it. All right. I can't get mad at the pit bull. But yeah, no, I think with Solo's title shot, it's kind of like we've jumped ahead because it got reported that we know he's gonna get a shot. Like I don't think if this story was going on right now and Dave hadn't reported that, I would not be suspicious of a championship match at SummerSlam. I would not be thinking of that at all.
If Dave didn't report that and we just seen the glances that Randy's been giving Cody, you would automatically think, oh, that RKO is coming.
Right? That's kind of, and I mean, that's kind of the way we've been thinking about it for weeks now. That seemed like the obvious direction. You know, like.
And he's still giving him glances. He gave him glances in the ring tonight. He gave him glances last week. Like, you know, so.
He wants the belt. He should win.
He should win.
he should win.
Listen. We just had Roman Reigns as champion for 4 straight years. Okay? Since COVID started, pretty much. You know, a payback 2020. Then he loses it in 2024 in March. It's, 3 years and 8 months or something like that? Like, I'm okay with having a short title reign. Cody finished the story. He had his moment. He's going to be a main event guy regardless if he has the title or not. So why not just give it to Randy and then go to maybe the Royal Rumble and have Cody win it back, and then you do the WrestleMania match with Dwayne, you know?
I agree. Yeah. I'm a fan at this moment in time because, like you said, we're post Roman Reigns era. He just came off a long title reign. I'm a fan of the idea that Cody should drop the title and win it back like fast. You know, like a month later or something. Okay. You know, like John Cena dropped the title to Edge and took it back in 4 weeks, and people weren't happy about that.
Dude, I would if they do that match at SummerSlam. I would honestly have them go from SummerSlam in August until January with Randy.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, Randy, we didn't think we were going to have Randy Orton after they lost the tag titles to the Usos. Like, Randy was out for a year and a half. We didn't think he was ever coming back. So why don't we take advantage of the Randy we have now and give him that one last heel run? You know, I mean, I know he's sitting there flashing the fingers. I want to do this for 10 more years, but how many more times can a 290-pound guy, jump on his surgically repaired back? You know.
Like I said, I think that's a little long, but I like the idea that he should win the title just for a little bit, just for like, so we can have the image. Randy wins the belt. The next night he gets this celebration. He's an asshole for whatever reason. It would be nice to see one more time before he's too old and it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, dude, it's right there. I made you who you are today. You never offered me a title shot, so I took what I did. It's all right there. It's all Randy Orton trajectory. It's all the Randy Orton of the past. Randy Orton. Would you say? I mean, I would, of course, but would you say that Randy's a better heel than he is a face?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, that's obvious. My thing about Randy Orton's been, I always liked Randy, but he always felt like, people are going to hate this, right? I don't think they're going to like this take. Randy has always felt like someone who could have been even better, but didn't want to put the effort in. He was like, especially early on when he was having all the disciplinary things and, and shitting in allegedly like shitting in people's bags and stuff like that. Actually, that's funny.
you know, and
that was bad, but that was funny.
but look at it this way. I know, but look at it this way. I don't remember where I read it, but I read it somewhere a long time ago saying, like, imagine what would have happened with Randy Orton if he didn't go under the tutelage of Ric Flair and Triple H at that time. Like that, like if you look at Randy Orton, he had the bowl cut, the OVW Randy Orton. He was doing the Orton break-ins and people's promos with when he broke his arm and he was like, "Thank you for all the cards and everything."
RN.
Yeah. So he was an obnoxious heel, but when he joined Evolution, like he was a cool ass heel dude. He was like, look at this guy. He's 6 foot. He's 6'6". He's 255 pounds. He's been the Intercontinental Champion for 2 years. Like this guy is fucking cool, dude.
It'll be great to see him go back to that at least one more time. But
yeah.
But get it. Following this segment.
Sorry to go off track.
No, it's all good. Following this segment, like I said, Nick Aldis called the police, got him out of the ring. We followed that up with the triple threat Money in the Bank qualifying match. Triple threat matches for all the qualifiers. If you haven't noticed by now, it was Tiffany Stratton versus Candice LeRae versus Jade Cargill. It was a pretty it was a decent match. The follow-up, that's supposed to go away. The follow-up saw or the middle of the match saw just Jade distracted by Nia Jax and then taken out by Indi Hartwell. Tiffany Stratton gives Candice LeRae the prettiest moonsault ever and then wins the spot in the match. Tiffy in the bank, baby. This is the right move. This was the way to go with it. I mean, I don't know if she should. I don't know about winning. I'm not saying she should win. We'll see when the whole. Well, I don't even know if I have a real thought about who should win. The women's ladder match. But yeah,
I think I would go. I think I would go with Tiffy. But here's the thing now. So now you have Nia, and you have Tiffy as kind of like an unholy union. I hate to say that because that's what they say about Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
That used to be their name, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in NXT, yeah. When they were witches and they were good. But the thing is like, okay, so you have Nia, who is getting the Women's World Championship shot at SummerSlam. You have her protege, so to speak, friend, whatever, frenemy, Tiffany, going after the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, on one hand, you could say, okay, so if Nia wins the title, which I think she should, because she's been the best that she's been in her entire career. Like, she's fucking killing it. She's lost so much weight. She looks good. She looks like a champion. You could say, okay, if Tiffy wins Money in the Bank, well, she has control over the Money in the Bank briefcase because it's her partner. But on the other hand, you could say, well, why is she helping Tiffy out? Like, she shouldn't want Tiffy to win the Money in the Bank briefcase because as we've seen in the past, Tiffany is very conniving and will turn on you on a dime, So it's kind of a double-edged sword here, Like, you want her to have it because you can control her, you can watch over her. If she's going to cash in, you can see it coming over your shoulder. But on the other hand, you're like,
I think a lot of the champions have that going on right now because Bayley's dealing with the same thing with Naomi, and I'm pretty sure I heard somebody else say something like that, or it was Sheamus to Drew McIntyre. They weren't champion, but he was like, if you win, I'll fucking be there. But anyway, the idea that my friend might win but I'll still be happy for them because I think they're assuming that means that they would cash in face to face, or at least Nia Jax maybe just isn't thinking it all the way through. She's just happy to have a friend back. She's just happy to have a friend.
Yeah, that could be it.
But I guess moving on from that, we had a backstage segment where Blair Davenport ran down Bayley and Naomi again.
Naomi, get me fucking started with this shit.
It's like 3 straight weeks of the same exact segment. And I was like, okay. I mean, I get it. But you're not doing anything. You're not forwarding any plot. This is like one scene stretched over 3 weeks. Thank you for that. Anyway, they finally got their hands on each other later tonight, so we'll get to talk about that. But we had Logan Paul come out for the triple threat match. Did I skip something? I feel like I skipped something. I didn't skip something.
Did you skip the police escorting Randy and
they escorted
Kevin
them out
away?
of the building.
Yeah.
They did kick them out. They should took him to jail. That's always much cooler. Austin getting locked up is like famous. Ronda Rousey getting locked up was a cool moment. She kicked the window out.
Charlotte got kicked through the window.
Yeah. But no such luck. Anyway, this is where the censorship got real bad. So Logan Paul makes his entrance, and there we have a great shot of it. As you can see how cool his entrance is.
I was wondering what that was in the group chat. I was like, did John miss a photo?
No. That was great though. They were blocking middle fingers out. So the kids are like, fuck, or the people are like, fuck you, Logan. He brings out the New York Knicks. No. He brings out Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Haliburton. And people are like, fuck the Pacers. It brings out it brings the mute button out hard.
Yeah. Yep.
But anyway, they do have Tyrese Haliburton has a stare down with the New York Knicks, Jalen, Brunson, and people lose their fucking minds. They were going insane. This was a great moment.
Now here's the thing. They're saying that, this is leading to a tag match. Do people remember a month ago Brunson broke his hand in the final game of that game 7 with the Pacers? He got in the ring tonight, and LA Knight grabbed that chair from him, and he like shook out his hand. He went like this. You saw him a couple of times like shake out his that hand's not even 50% yet.
He people think that because he has a shirt too, because I guess WWE released that shirt that he's wearing right there. That's a WWE shirt.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. So, but like you said, if his hand is broken, I didn't know that. I don't watch fake sports. I only watch this real stuff. No, but that makes sense. So I guess that's definitely not happening. But this was a cool ass moment, and this was probably one of the better matches of the night. Maybe the best match of the night.
Yeah,
Logan Paul versus LA Knight versus Santos Escobar, and maybe that's because the quality of wrestling wasn't the highest. But this match was rocking. I was like, okay, I'm having fun with this shit. Lots of flying around from Santos Escobar and Logan Paul. There was a beautiful shot. When they went to commercial, they replayed it in slow motion. Logan Paul, he does a springboard and he like opens his arms like a bird to fly, and he's like stuck in the air for a second. He doesn't even move.
Yeah,
it was incredible. Great stuff from Logan. Great stuff from the camera people. This kid is good. I'm only gonna ever say it. He hasn't really had a bad performance yet, except for that one SmackDown match against The Miz.
Oh, did that happen?
That was bad. Yeah,
I don't remember that. But it's probably better I don't. But dude,
much better.
Santos Escobar was working his fucking ass off in this match, dude.
All that and no Money in the Bank spot. I could have sworn he was gonna get it. I thought Logan Paul and LA Knight would cancel each other out here.
Yeah. But that ending sequence when LA Knight reversed the roll up, like it seemed like a botch because it looked like Little Nate it counted 1, 2, and then Logan didn't put his shoulder up or something, and then he counted 3, and then LA got up and was just like, hey, well, all right, yeah.
No, I didn't notice that, but I can't imagine it would have been because that's a big ass change. They would have reported that. Somebody would have ran and blabbered that to the dirt sheets already.
So now here's the thing. So LA Knight's in the Money in the Bank ladder match now. Last year he was at the hottest he had ever been. They teased it. He got choke slammed off the ladder by Priest. Priest took it. I don't want fans to complain when Logan comes in and pushes him off the Money in the Bank ladder this year and somebody else climbs up and gets it, because they're obviously heading to SummerSlam for the U.S. title now that LA Knight has a pinfall victory. And I'm sure it's going to come up. I'm sure they've been doing very good with continuity, that they'll have some sort of town hall in the ring with Logan, and he'll go, hey, remember I pinned you on SmackDown, a month ago. Like I deserve a title shot. Like I can visualize that in my head happening.
I can see it. I can definitely see it.
Yeah.
But after the match, we had like you mentioned earlier, Tyrese Haliburton jumped in the ring with Logan Paul. They were gonna jump LA Knight, and then Jalen Brunson comes in with the chair, and LA takes it from him, and he's looking at the hand. Actually, I think in the screenshot that I have here, he's looking at his hand. If I could pull that shit up right there. He's like, "What the fuck? Ow!"
Yeah, yeah. he shook it out a couple of times. I watched it because when LA Knight went to go grab the chair, he kind of held on to it and jerked it, and he went, "Ow!" You could see him like go like, you know.
Can't be jerking it on live TV, dog. After that, we had a backstage segment that I missed. I didn't get to see it. It was Johnny Gargano talking with Austin Theory finally.
Oh, okay.
And
I can recap it if you need.
Yeah, what was that about?
I was making a sandwich, so I watched it. So they announced that next week it's going to be the Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly. It's going to be Bianca and Jade versus Candice and Indi, and it's going to be DIY getting a tag title shot against A-Town Down Under. So they had A-Town Down Under getting interviewed backstage, and they said this is all they wanted since they came to SmackDown, and blah, 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 blah. And that Austin Theory's mind is being corrupted, and Johnny knows Austin better than he knows himself. And then Austin came in, and he said, Grayson is my friend. He said, "Oh yeah, well he pulled you in front of me last week again, And he said he's just using you. He's only keeping you around for the tag titles." And it looked like Austin was coming around a little bit, and then Grayson jumped them both from behind and fucking murdered them, and now they're dead. So rest in peace, DIY.
Rest in peace. Great stuff then. Austin Theory, babyface turn, interesting way to go. He was probably more interesting as part of the way than he ever was at any other point in his career. So
now, can we just talk about for 1 second? I don't want to veer too far off track, but wasn't Candice LeRae like a cunt like a month ago, and now she's getting
she's really mean,
and now she's getting cheered on SmackDown when she comes out, and it's like, no, dude,
it's New York too. It's New York, and she's Candice LeRae. She's a great wrestler, and we still remember that. Like even if the company doesn't.
Yeah. But that is just kind of odd that she was literally like, your brother would be ashamed of you. And she's like, my brother died in a car accident.
Hey, assholes are assholes.
Yeah.
But we followed that up with another Money in the Bank triple threat qualifier. Naomi defeating Blair Davenport and Indi Hartwell. Naomi pinned Indi after Jade Cargill got revenge on her for fucking her over earlier in the night. The right move. So that brings the women's Money in the Bank to 5 out of 6. You got Naomi, you got Tiffany Stratton, you got fucking Chelsea Green, Io Sky, and the blank space. I think out of those people, I would fucking definitely want Lyra Valkyria is who I was missing. Who's in that graphic there?
I really want Lyra to win, but she's probably not going to.
I think she is gonna win. Looking at this lineup, it's either Lyra or it's Tiffany Stratton. But now that I really think about it, Tiffany Stratton is the only one that has she has the story built in with Nia Jax.
Yeah.
So they'll probably do that Nia Jax, Indi Hartwell thing.
So now
that's what makes sense.
So now I told you this in the group chat. Okay, this match pissed me off to no end. Not only did it suck, okay, but there's 3 things going on here. So I'll start off with the most obvious one. Naomi doesn't need to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match to get a title shot. All she has to do is turn on Bayley, and it's built in. Okay. Number 2, these 3 did not gel whatsoever. Indi Hartwell is a great professional wrestler. Blair Davenport is okay. Naomi, we all know, is a good professional wrestler, but they look like they were moving in slow motion in this match. It was terrible. Indi was supposed to take like a knee bump over the stairs, and she just ended up like jumping over it and acting like she was hurt. And then she was supposed to do a like a flapjack into the stairs, and she gave him like that Hulk Hogan to Conan chair shot on Nitro. And number 3, fucking Blair Davenport has been doing nothing but talking shit to Bayley over the past like fucking 4 weeks, and now she's not even in the fucking match. Are you kidding me? Like,
well, I guess she was also talking shit to Naomi too, but I felt like it was more Naomi than Bayley. But I get what you're saying. I think they're gonna do that Blair Davenport Bayley match early, and I don't know why they're gonna go for that so soon. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see soon enough.
Bayley doesn't have a match on the pay-per-view, does she?
No, she does not. But it's interesting how much TV time Liv Morgan is getting versus Bayley when she was Triple H's her Damage Control storyline was his first baby when he took over creative,
Wait, what was this? Cody brought out Kayla Oh, so he's back?
He came back. The police let him back in the building just to celebrate Kayla Braxton's last day with the WWE. Good guy, Cody. She's gone. She's out of here. She's very happy to be gone, I guess. She did kind of get replaced. It's kind of fucked up. Whoops. Can we do that? I don't think we can do that. Did you hear her story about what happened yesterday? No, I did not.
So she took a photo. She took a Snapchat story or an Instagram story last night about her in a police station. And she was like, I got a story for you guys. And I woke up today. And apparently what happened was she was taking a Uber from the airport into New York City. And it was only supposed to be a 30-minute ride, and they were riding for like an hour, and they weren't anywhere close to New York City. The guy kept taking wrong turns and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry," blah, 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 blah. So she called the police. The police found the Uber, and then she rode back in the cop car to the police station, had to file like a report and everything. And she was like, I didn't get in until like 6 a.m.
Did the cops take her to her destination? Or did they take her to the
police station? She was in the police station.
That's fucked up. They were like, what the fuck do we look like? They're like, what do we look like? Fucking Uber driver, go find another one. Definitely. Rest in peace to the wise man. Anyway, so we followed that up with a segment from Andrade who said Money in the Bank is his destiny. And I was like, well, we'll see. But we will see. That's great. But that's pretty much all of SmackDown, minus the main event that we already talked about. To get this great entrance from Solo Sikoa here. Solo Sikoa. Fucking hell. Caesar Sikoa. Excuse me. Could you imagine all this aura and then the fucking thing says Caesar Sikoa?
I know, right?
That would have been incredible. Look at Caesar. No, this is great.
Well, you know what? That might have actually worked because Caesar turns on, Caesar gets turned on, so it would have made sense after a while, but it sucks now.
I don't know. I don't like things that are that heavy-handed.
Caesar turns on the Roman Empire, but it is pretty heavy-handed, yeah.
So it's about time for that good old segment, the Jobber of the Night. Jobber of the Night. Mac, were you able to come up with a Jobber of the Night tonight?
Oh yeah, it was Blair Davenport, 1,000%. 1,000% Blair Davenport. She pissed me off to no end, talking shit for 3 weeks, then she loses to Naomi. I know she didn't get pinned or anything like that, but literally you do segments for 3 weeks where you talk shit to the champion and the challenger. Like you said, more so the challenger. Oh Jesus, Paul looks awful. And then you don't even factor into the finish of the match. It's just it just felt so like anticlimactic to me.
I understand that. Yeah. Mine's is a little bit of a cheat because my Jobber of the Night is this guy.
No, he's great. He flipped out of the ring really nice.
He was incredible. That's what I mean. Like, he's a literal jobber. Like, he was actually hired here to do the job. And he fucking did the job. Great job, sir. Excellent. So, megastar of the night, man. Who was your star tonight? Jesus says Paul Heyman.
No, he wasn't my star. It was, you know who I'm going to go with, surprisingly, is Jade Cargill. I really liked her in this triple threat match. I thought she was really good in this triple threat match. I like the super kick that she did to Tiffany. Like, she kicked the shit out of her, dude. Like, it was.
She did. She knocked her ass out.
Yeah. Can we talk about Logan Paul in the middle of the match spitting and going Hawk 2?
He's slick for that.
Yeah, but no, I really like Jade tonight. She felt like a star. She came out. She had the crowd pumped. But the one thing that I could say about Jade is that I don't think she knows how to be a babyface, because she walks down to the ring, she does all her poses like she's a heel, and then she's like, "All right, everybody, come on!" And it's like, nah, dude, just be a heel. Just turn on Bianca already and be a fucking heel.
It's new for her.
Yeah, I think this is it. Yep.
Wow! This woman, she seems so fun.
Yeah, I mean, my megastar of the night is definitely gonna be mine's is gonna be Paul Heyman. He fucking it because of the bump.
Dude, he almost went over that table.
Dude, that motherfucker is insane. They did the spike, they did the headbutt, they did the fucking table spot. Insane.
Dude, Jacob reminds me of Umaga so much, dude.
That's crazy. It's crazy that, like I said,
he almost goes over the table. Watch this shit.
Look at that. That's insane, dude.
Like a fucking bag of potatoes.
The headbutt is nuts too, though. What
they did the Benoit headbutt. I thought he was going to do the splash.
Just the Umaga headbutt, the Samoan headbutt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Great segment, favorite segment of the night. Massive Bloodline moment. Actually, made me interested in seeing. Hey, Susan, the megastar of the night is Kayla for leaving WWE. She got replaced, dog. Kathy Kelly's back. We all love Kathy Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
I love Kathy Kelly.
Yep.
Anyway, so that was our SmackDown recap. Pretty fast, crisp. SmackDown was an easy show to get through tonight. There was a couple of lull moments, but nothing to really complain about. If you really want, if you really want to fucking follow us, be sure to find us all over social media. We're everywhere. Facebook, Instagram. Definitely go to Instagram. We're building our Instagram. It's fucking great. Official Dirt Sheet Radio at Official Dirt Sheet Radio on Instagram. So go over there, follow our asses. This Sunday, you will catch the debut of CJ and Tyler's Level Up Adventure. They want to watch NXT Level Up, and they want to find people who also watch NXT Level Up. There has to be some of you.
Oh, I'm sure the 3 other people will be glad to see
all of you come together to CJ and Tyler's Level Up this Sunday on all our social media platforms. And Sunday night, the Sickos come out to play. AEW Forbidden Door. AEW New Japan Forbidden Door. Fucking insane card, long as shit. After that,
8 hours.
We'll be here. We'll be here after the 16-hour AEW event to talk about it. And on fucking Monday, the week starts over. We're always live after WWE events because at Dirt Sheet Radio, we're always on. Monday after Raw, Tuesday after NXT, Wednesday after Dynamite, Thursday mornings with the gang talking the news at the Dirt Sheet Radio flagship podcast. Thursday night on the I forget to get rid of Jesus's comment. Thursday night on Impact, and Friday night, like you just caught us here tonight, chilling, hanging out. Somebody said nobody trying to watch Sunday Night Morning Slam. Hey, there's gotta be somebody, damn it. Somebody. They asked me, they approached me, they say, hey, we want to watch NXT Level Up, we want to talk about it. And I said, fuck yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Can't wait for that Damon Kemp and Boa match.
I mean, that's the only place you're gonna see those dudes wrestle, right? Because otherwise they're gonna come out and job the fuck out, even on NXT.
Oh shit! Oh wow!
Paul Heyman secretly sending a message to the OG Bloodline before taking the bump. Just Nick Fury. Anyway, that's good old hang 'em high. But shit, that was a fun episode. Thank you for joining us. Next week we'll have more of the gang back. So we'll see you then. Peace. I forgot to drop the thank you graphic because we love you. Wow, there it is.